This Friday, we will have Yoga Nidra practice. I think January and February we had Surya Namaskara challenge, so we couldn't. So this Friday, if I forget, remind me. Next Friday, we will have a discussion session. We'll make the next Friday, which is what date is that? So 31st, we will have Yoga Nidra. And 7th April, we will convert that into a discussion session. Please post your questions, topics for discussion. It would be nice for me to get the topics and questions ahead of time so I can organize my thoughts for the discussion. Again, we did not have Q1 discussion session because of Surya Namaskara challenge. But yeah, Q2 will have a session. Are there any other questions, observations before we begin? Let us begin again. Any comfortable meditative seated posture, spine comfortably erect, eyes softly closed. Move your elbows to be by the sides of your body, so your upper arms can relax. And then place the back of your hands on your thighs or knees. Palms facing up. Bring the head to be on top of the spine. And when you position the head properly, you can see a relief in the back of your neck, top of your back. With that, 3 deep breaths. After 3 deep breaths, continue to stay with the breath. You can choose any part of your body to rest your awareness and observe your breath. From the beginning of the breath to the end of the breath. You can choose your abdomen, perhaps, or chest, throat, or the nostrils. I'm a bit curious as to everything that is going on with the feelings and sensations with each breath. Palms to the heart center. Namaskar Mudra. Let this practice be for the benefit of all beings. Tilt your head forward, chin to the chest. Open your eyes. Inhaling, take the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One last round. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come up to standing. Broad stance. Look down at your feet. The toes are pointing directly forward. The toes can be slightly pointing inward. Hands on your waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Inhaling, move your hips forward, chest forward. Take your arms up and over to the back. Look up. Next exhalation, hug yourself tightly, chin to the chest, bend from the hips forward. You can bend the knees and allow the roof of your head to go down toward the mat. 4 more rounds. Always move your hips forward as you go for a back bend. Open the chest. Shoulder blades on your back going toward each other. And as you bend forward, shoulder blades going away from each other. Rock your head only if you're feeling comfortable. Otherwise, just look at the ceiling as you do back bend. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Remember, the basic requests are diligence and attention. There is no perfection, but every posture, do it as diligently as you can with attention. That is all. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhale center, exhaling, bending toward your right. Allow the right arm to hang loose behind the right leg. Left arm up and over. And allow the right ear to fall down to the right shoulder. Srini, take your left arm toward the right wall. Yes. Feel the stretch on your left side. Inhaling, come back to center. Exhaling, bending toward the left. Allow the head to fall down to the left shoulder, left ear falling down to the left shoulder. Right fingers reaching for the left wall. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. You can also feel the posture in your inner legs. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting to the right as much as you can. Look over the right shoulder, even past the right shoulder if you can. You're twisting your head also as much as you can. Inhaling center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Turn your head to the left as much as you can. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. Again, right and left could feel different. Nothing to stress about. Nothing to worry about, but make a note. This is how things are right now. There is no running away from the reality of what is. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your feet closer, hip width apart. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Utkatasana, bending your knees deeply. Sit back in an imaginary chair that is behind you. Look down at your feet, knees. The knees should not be in front of the big toes. In fact, you should be able to see the big toes and then sit further back down. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Release your arms, stand relaxed. Front of the mat. Tadasana. Feet close together. If you're not able to bring your feet all the way together, You can leave an inch or two gap, but make the inner feet parallel to each other. And bring your hips to be right on top of the ankles. And bring your shoulders to be right on top of the hips. And bring the head right on top of the spine. Shoulders relaxed. Arms hanging by the sides of your body, palms facing the sides of your thighs, fingers pointing down, soft gaze directly ahead. When you position the knees, the hips, the shoulders, and the head, you might feel a bit of an ease or even unease, depending on how you're normally used to standing. But you should be able to see a weight distribution on your feet more even if it feels strange because of postural habits. Namaskar Mudra. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Let the breath lead the postures. Begin. Diligence and attention. That is all. No aggression to some notion of perfection. You are already perfect. Life is perfect. And we are alive and aware. If the mind wanders away, begin again with this breath. After completing 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara, stand relaxed. Feet can be comfortably separated. Soft gaze. forward and perhaps a little down. Standing relaxed does not mean distracted. Staying with the breath, irrespective of posture or pausing between the postures. Allow the breath to normalize on its own. Three deep breaths. Today, we will approach postures, what we call prone postures, where the heart is facing Mother Earth. Before we lie down all the way on the stomach, let's go halfway. Come to cat posture. Bring the knees to be right underneath the hip joints and the shoulders right over the palms. Your toes are pointing to the back. Knees are hip width apart. Feet are hip width apart. Inhaling, look up. Spine down. You can even slightly move toward your front and allow the shoulder blades on your back to go toward each other. Next exhalation, chin to the chest. Spine up. And slightly move your seat bones toward the back to feel the stretch on the lumbar region a little bit more. Abdomen fully engaged. 4 more rounds. Total 5 rounds of looking up and looking down. Total 5 rounds. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, look down. After completing 5 rounds, neutral cat posture. Three deep breaths after finishing 5 rounds. Right arm to the front, left leg to the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neutral cat posture. Vajrasana. Knees together. Big toes together as best as you can. Separating the heels and sitting between the heels. And bring the spine as comfortably straight. Balasana. bending from the hips forward. You can take your arms close to the body, palms facing up. Srini, take the arms close to the body, arms pointing back, arms pointing back. Take the arms, yes, head down. You might find it a bit difficult to breathe, perhaps, with your abdomen squished against your thighs, but stay with the posture 5. Even if your forehead is not reaching the mat, it is fine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Vajrasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. If your abdomen was preventing, or the abdomen being pressed against the thigh, was giving you difficulty in breathing, quite natural. Now let us make an adjustment. Separate your knees as comfortably wide. And now bending forward, Shashankasana. Now stretch your arms to the front, head down. If your forehead is not reaching the ground, make tight fists and stack your tight fists one on top of the other, and then land your forehead on the fists. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vajrasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. Come to cat posture. Knees hip width apart, feet hip width apart. Now you can tuck your toes in. Tuck your toes in. Now keep the hips right over the knees, exactly as it is. Walk your palms away from you in the front and take your forehead down to the mat as best as you can. Your hips are exactly where they are. The forehead down to the mat. Walk your palms away as much as you can. Anahatasana. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your palms back. Cat posture. Vajrasana. Yes, Srini.
Jay, in this asana, the pressure is on the forehead or on the hands?
Keep the don't put pressure on the forehead. You can slightly place the forehead down. As you practice well, you can place your chest on the ground. Then the chest will carry the weight. But initially, you might not be able to reach the chest onto the ground. That's okay.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks. Good question. Yeah, I don't want you to put too much pressure on the forehead. You might also feel the back of the neck being pressured when you're pressing the forehead. So you can keep the pressure more on your arms to support the forehead. In Anahatasana, those who are flexible can place the chest on the ground, chin on the ground, chest on the ground, and then stretching the arms to the front. Let's practice this one more time. Cat posture. By the way, this is a very good antidote to our in front of the computer slouched forward. This can also be a big relief for the shoulders or an antidote. Anahatasana practice, you can tuck your toes in. Then slowly keep the hips exactly where they are. Walk your palms forward. First, reach the forehead down, maybe the chin down perhaps. And if it is possible, chest down, arms parallel to each other, palms down. Anahatasana, 5 deep breaths, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your palms back, cat posture. Vajrasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Now let us approach Chaturanga with knees down posture. Come to cat posture. We are going to we are on our way to Ashtanga Namaskara, which we practice in Surya Namaskara. But we are going to approach Ashtanga Namaskara in a different or through a different approach. Tuck your toes in. Knees are hip width apart. Feet are hip width apart. Now walk your palms forward by a foot. So it can be a bit easier. Now your palms are shoulder width apart. Now keep your elbows close to your body as you bend your elbows down and bring the upper body. You're taking the heart toward the mat, but not all the way down to the mat, and hold the posture. Not all the way down. You're bending your elbows halfway. Elbows are not down on the mat. Srini, look at Manjit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to cat posture. Vajrasana. Now in this posture, you're not lying all the way down yet. You're bending your elbows, and between your knees and the palms, you are supporting your upper body near parallel to the ground. That is what we will practice this one more time. Keep the elbows close to the body as you bend your elbows down, but the elbows and keeping it by the sides of your ribs. Cat posture. Tuck your toes in. Walk your palms forward. This makes it easier for you. Start bending the elbows. Keep the elbows. Bring the elbows back by the side of the ribs as you lean forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to cat posture. Vajrasana. Now, Chaturanga, we are going to approach Chaturanga from plank posture. Those who need the support of the knees, you can drop the knees down and do exactly what we just did. Others can simply bend the elbows, keeping the knees off the mat. Take a deep breath. Come to cat posture. Come to plank posture. Phalakasana. Your shoulders are right over the palms. You're on your toes. Your toes can be slightly separated. They can be knee, hip width apart. Will give even more stability. Now, those who have the upper body strength or you feel like that, bend your elbows without dropping the knees down. Others drop the knees down, bend at the elbows, bring the elbows. Chaturanga dhandasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to Phalakasana. Push up. Yes, good. Drop your knees down. Vajrasana. Now, whether you dropped your knees or not, Chaturanga Dandasana can be an approach to Ashtanga Namaskara. So in Ashtanga Namaskara, we have a chin down, chest down, palms by the sides of your chest, knees down and toes down. 8 points on the mat. And that is where we will approach. I will give instructions for Phalakasana, Chaturanga, Ashtanga. Now, when we are practicing Chaturanga, if you really need, you can drop your knees down already. Take a deep breath. Cat posture. Phalakasana, plank posture. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend your elbows, bring the elbows close to the ribs. And then Ashtanga Namaskara. Place your knees down, chest down, chin down. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie down on your stomach. Makarasana. We've finally reached the heart to the earth. We will practice this as a starting point. We will do a few postures. Makarasana is a relaxing posture. Separate your legs as comfortably broad. You can even go off the mat. The entire universe is yours, so you're not limited by the mat. And your cheek on stacked hands. And watch your breath. Let's practice Bhujangasana first. Bring the legs together, toes pointing to the back, chin down, palms by the sides of the chest, elbows pointing toward the back wall, elbows close to the body, palms close to the body. Now, without much pressure on your palms at all, using only your back muscle strength, inhaling, chin up, head up, chest up. Palms, no weight on the palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chin down on the mat, Makarasana. Let us practice. Even you can think of Bhujangasana as a preparatory posture for Salabasana. We'll do a few more preparatory postures. Bring the legs together, toes pointing back, chin down. Take your arms close to the body. Your fingers pointing toward your feet, palms up. Stretch your arms to the back. Yes, stretch your arms to the back, palms facing up. Inhaling, chin up, head up, chest up. And raise the arms up as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the posture. Makarasana. Relax. Take a deep breath. Bring your legs together, toes pointing to the back, chin down on the mat. Take your arms close to the body. Now slide the palms underneath your thighs. Lift the right leg up as much as you can. Your right front of the hip is still down. You're only lifting the leg up. You're not lifting the entire hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the right leg down. Usually with our lifestyle, the back of the leg muscles are not as strong. And these postures can really bring strength to the back of your leg muscles. Lifting your left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the left leg down to the mat. Makarasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring the legs together, chin down on the mat. Stretch the arms to the front. chin down on the mat. You can separate your legs hip width apart. Keeping the legs on the mat throughout the practice. Inhaling, chin up, head up, arms up, chest up. Both arms are up, legs are down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the posture, Makarasana. Now we are going to put all of these together in Salabasana practice. Bring the legs hip. You can even bring them all the way together. Bring the legs all the way together, toes pointing back, chin down on the mat. Stretch the arms to the front, arms parallel to each other. In Salabasana, we are going to balance on our navel and upper body is up in the front and lower body is up in the back. Inhaling, chin up, head up, chest up, arms up, legs up. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, down. Down. Inhaling up, upper body up, lower body up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Take a deep breath, exhale. Next, we are going to hold in Salabasana practice for 5 breaths. Inhaling, come up in Salabasana, arms as high as they can get, legs as high as they can get, fingers going forward, toes going back. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release the posture, Makarasana. Come to cat posture. Separate, keep the knees hip width apart. Bring the toes together and sit back and come to Shashankasana. Sit back all the way to the heels and chest down, head down. Shashankasana. Counter posture for Salabasana practice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vajrasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. Lie down on your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. side to side. Settle back down, knees close to the chest. Spread your arms shoulder height. Look over your right shoulder. Keep the right shoulder and right arm on the mat as you drop your knees, exhaling toward the left elbow, left palm on the right knee. 5 deep breaths. 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back to the chest. Look over your left shoulder, keeping the left shoulder and arm on the mat. Take your knees toward your right elbow as you exhale. Right palm on the left knee. Relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees to the chest. Release the legs and make any final movements you feel like making before surrendering in Shavasana. Letting go of your body. The universe is supporting you entirely and completely safely. And so let go. Nothing to defend against. Nothing to hide. Nothing to protect. You're completely free in this moment. As the breath comes in and goes. In this moment, there is complete freedom. Relax. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently move your fingers and toes. Stretch from fingers to toes as you take your arms overhead, interlacing fingers. Then release the arms, bend your knees, roll to your right side. Rest with your right arm as a pillow. When you feel ready to sit up, eyes closed. Spine erect, arms up. Take your hands back. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward. Thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rub your palms. Massaging your eyes. Blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Have a good evening ahead. Thank you.